Hello, everybody. My name is Osvaldo Gómez Tirado, and with my team, André Marcel Gutiérrez Benítez and Paola Pérez Valencia, are going to explain the case study 1, Collaborative Analysis 6, about the MDSC. The MDSC, Massachusetts Down Syndrome Congress, it's a nonprofit organization founded in 1983. Focuses on helping Down syndrome community, and it's an organization that it's currently growing. In 2007, the organization became professionally staffed, which means that its growth has over a decade. This organization counts with different initiatives, which are the first call program, legislative advocacy online integration, Down syndrome clearinghouse, and the Centers of Excellence. Also provides services over 4,000 children and families, which is a lot of impact inside the country, which is United States. The current situation of the organization is that it's having a lot of recognition inside the country, and it's looking to expand for a change. A digital transformation inside it, it's needed. Technologies that the organization is currently using are not qualified to the growth the organization is having, and they have to improve them. This means that digital transformation is needed, and in base of the digital triumvirate, all three aspects between customers, channels, and the company are needed to improve, and thus giving them change. The current pandemic the world is having and the future challenges that the company needs to embrace are always related to technology, and therefore it's needed to apply a change. Inside the case, the change initiatives that are presented are first call program or the Rising Star. However, we consider that the Centers of Excellence are the change initiative that are needed to go to. This means that the Centers of Excellence can cover the extreme jump they are having nationally and to other organizations. Also gives the opportunity to cover all initiatives step by step by improving slowly but steady. By following their mission and vision, Centers of Excellence can bring the opportunity to help more regarding the change they need to have.
Then we have the scope and origin decisions. We think that MDSC should make a combination between tactical and evolutionary change. Regarding to tactical change, we think that going through the digital transformation where the staff is not completely familiar with the technology, they should have established processes, well-defined objectives, and have changes by area. These processes should be defined by the top gerency. Then we have the changes regarding evolutionary change. Employees must be aware of the changes since they are the ones who are in the operational area and know the processes and that business scale. Regarding tactical and evolutionary, as I mentioned, we should have established processes, well-defined objectives, and changes by area. Regarding established processes, we think that since MDSC is an incumbent organization, processes should be well-defined, so senior management must define the processes. Then, regarding the objectives, for the tactical change to work, it's necessary for the company to have defined each of its objectives in order to be sure that it will work. And finally, they should make changes by area because the objectives and incremental changes must be made by area in order not to affect all areas of the organization, and also because MDSC don't have enough resources to make multiple area changes. Then we have the rollout and timing decisions. Regarding rollout decisions, MDSC should have a localized change because they don't have enough resources to invest on a drastic change and also to implement this change on many areas at the same time. Also, they don't have enough resources to coordinate the change across multiple areas at the same time. Regarding timing decisions, we think that MDSC should have a slowly change because people are not so focused on technology, so they should learn new technologies. Also, this kind of change will take years to implement. And finally, one of the triggers that may accelerate this change are maybe the pandemic situation.
About the combination of in the change in the piloting and experimentation that we decide about how this the rollout and timing done, and also the tactical and evolutionary are some of the change initiatives that could function together as well, because this change is incremental, not as fast as a big growth in short time that the organization can do by the resources, and all the organization may be entering a shock because they can do as fast as they want. So it's really important to be from the first line employee to the board to be with these initiatives to the evolutionary change. About the buy-in, in this case, it's really important to 3 points in a non-profit organization. The empowered, that it's to be sort of important from the main board and the leaders in the project to help the first line employee, because they have to develop the empathic and also to understand the really problems that Down syndrome people could have, and they can feel that they are really helping to these people because they are already in the organization and they want to do it. Also, it's like a non-profit. The engagement is easily because all of the workers, or mainly said, are engagement with the cause. So it is more easy than other change. And in the intrinsic motivation is because of the engage that they have to the cause. In the spectrum, the organization is in decision. We think is in decision because haven't already done. And that is stable and work and maybe will to grow and expand, but all the organization is all in and they just to take action. But all the organization could prove that they are in this point. So the recommendations to make the change safe is about the employee, the board, and the new volunteers that come. Also, the new capacitations for the people, like bring all online, they need to have to take some courses about the IT in the business is doing. And the last thing is explain clear the change. This is mainly for the board, so they can increase the buy-in to all the new volunteers.
And finally, in conclusion, the MDSC is an organization that, due to the recognition and growth it's having, does keep helping more people its need and a change. However, being a company that is not associated with technology and doesn't have a lot of resources, it needs to do changes strategically and slowly, and looking to improve constantly by also adapting to the pandemic and further changes the company encounters. So thank you.